Alright, what's good YouTube? It's Aurzyn and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some defensive badges and some tips for getting better on defense. I'm going to start with some settings and then I'm going to get into each of my builds. You guys know I have a decent amount of builds and I'm going to get into each one and kind of explain which badges go best with certain builds. No matter what badge count you have or what position you are, I'm going to cover that in today's video. So if you are new around here, make sure that sub button, make sure to drop a like, and make sure you guys watch to the end in order to get the exact badges for your build. Without wasting too much time, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so now we are the main menu. I'm going to be showing you guys something. So you have to go to the features at the main menu, and then you're going to want to go to controller settings, and you're going to want to scroll down. Now right here, you're going to want to turn double team reaction to manual. Basically, if you guys don't know how to do a trapper animation with this on, with manual on, if you hold LB while two people are close to the ball handler, let's say you and your teammate are close to the ball handler and you hold LB, it'll go for a double team. It'll basically just like trapper them or double team, and it's really overpowered if you do know how to do it. So make sure you put that on manual. Very good. I would recommend learning how to do that. Next thing we are going to want to make sure what it's on is we're going to want pro stick defense on absolute, and we're going to want who to guard on. These are two really important settings that I recommend having on or changing to these settings. The next thing we are going to go off of is defensive assist with intense D, and we're going to set this to 30. Now it's usually on 0 by default, so change it to 30. Make sure you change it to 30. 30 is the best. It's going to help you not slide. That's what this setting does. It helps you not slide as much as you normally would. And I know I see a lot of people feel like, not as much as last year, but there's still a decent amount of people that I see like complaining about like how it's slide on defense and how to play better defense in general. So this is a setting I would make sure to turn on, and then box out assist strength, just keep this as 50. And one more thing for your settings is, it's not really the most important, but you're going to want to make sure your shot feedback is on all shots. This is in normal settings, not controller settings. Shot feedback on all shots, just going to tell you what contest you got, and it's just going to be helpful in general, so I would make sure you turn that on. Alright, so I am on my first build now. It's my Playmaking shot creator. I have 7 defensive badges right now. I have not maxed out my defensive badges, but these are the badges that I am running. If you are a guard, these are 100% the badges I would run. Now, if you have more, I'd recommend upping Intimidator, maybe Pick Dodger, maybe some Pickpocket. These are all good badges, maybe even Menace. Honestly, with a build that doesn't really have that many defensive badges, especially a guard, probably not going to be playing too much defense, especially if you're playing 3s. If you're playing 2s, obviously you're going to be playing a little bit more defense, and these are the badges I recommend, but playing 3s, usually going to have a lockdown on your team that's going to be playing most of the defense for you on the opposing guard. But maybe I put on like Bronze Menace, Bronze Pick Dodger, maybe Bronze Pickpocket. Honestly, with a build that doesn't have too many defensive badges, I'd recommend just going with a lot of bronze badges. I feel like having a bronze badge over an extra like silver or gold badge, I think it's so much more important to have the extra bronze badge, just because nothing to bronze has more of an effect than bronze to silver, if that makes sense. So I would go ahead and recommend putting on like Menace, Pick Dodger, those two. If I had more badges, if I had 9 badges, I'd put those on. But for now, I mean, these badges are good right here. I mean, they work just fine for a guard. Definitely one of the most underrated badges for a guard is put on Chase Down Artist Bronze. This is gonna allow you to get a lot of blocks and a lot of chase downs with like no block rating at all. I don't, for some reason 2K put it this way, but definitely if you are a guard, check out these badge settings, or check out these badges and make sure you have them on. Okay, I'm now on my facilitating finish. You guys may have seen this build in some of my previous videos. Most of my videos have been on this build recently, so getting into the badges, I've seen a lot of people asking for them. I actually have 9 defensive badges on this build because I use my +1 badge point on defense. But if I didn't, I would probably just bump down Rim Protector or Chase Down to Bronze. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, these are the badges I use. And in fact, if I probably wasn't, I think I was playing 1s the last time, I might put on Interceptor or Box instead of Clamps. And really, I just think these badges right here are very essential big man badges. If you guys know about this build, it's basically a big man build, but it only has 9 defensive badges. So you're gonna have to work with what you're given, and this is the badge setup I found to work the best. And honestly, I think it performs pretty well on defense. This build is not that bad on defense, as bad as you would think it would be, but it's not really that bad. So I like these badges. If you are a center with not that many defensive badges, I would definitely recommend this badge setup. These badges are basically just the essentials for a big man. Alright guys, and finally I am on my Playglass. Now with my Playglass, I'm going to be showing you guys lockdown badges and big man badges, just because it can kind of just do both. And I'm basically just going to be showing my badges that I would run on the 2s with this build, and then I'm going to be showing you guys the badges I would run on the 3s as a big man, and also at the lockdown position. Obviously I don't have a lockdown, but I could show you, because I have 21 badges, Hall of Fame, I could show you the badges I would run as a lockdown as well. So on the 2 score right here, these are the badges I run. You have Chase Down Hall of Fame, Intimidator Hall of Fame, Rim Protector Hall of Fame, and Rebound Chaser Hall of Fame. The 4 most important badges for the 2s on this build. And honestly, if you are a center and you set screens, I would recommend putting on Brick Wall. I'd maybe bump down Rim Protector or Chase Down, or maybe Intimidator to get Brick Wall up, and maybe even Clamps, to be honest. But I think this is a really well-rounded badge spread for only having 21 defensive badges. And if you have more than that, obviously go ahead and put them, just upgrade these badges. Very, very important. And that's about it for this build on the 2s. Now getting into the 3s court, Chase Down Artist is not going to be as important, but I would still keep it on a little bit. Chase Down Artist is not going to be that important because you're going to want to prioritize not giving up 3s now, and you're obviously going to be switching onto the guard a lot more. So I would recommend keep Rim Protector at least gold. I would maybe put on like these badges. You're going to be switching onto the guard, so maybe not gold menace or gold or silver clamps, but you want to at least bump them up a little bit more, because when you're switching onto the guard, or if you ever get switched onto the guard on the 3s court, it's going to be tough to keep up with them if you don't have these badges, and it's going to be tough to get a contest and make sure they don't score if you don't have these badges. So I definitely recommend menace and clamps if you are a big man on the 3s. But now finally for lockdowns, very, very simple in my opinion. Rebound Chaser, you don't need as a lockdown. Maybe bronze. Rim Protector, I would keep it bronze. But the most important badges, you're going to want Pick Dodger Hall of Fame, Menace Hall of Fame, Clamps Hall of Fame. I would bump this down. And yeah, this is more of the kind of setup I would run if I was a guard. Now, obviously you can put Rebound Chaser bronze. I kind of just have an extra badge. But yeah, these are the 4 most important badges if you are a guard. Then you have Interceptor Silver, Bronze Rim Protector, Bronze Chase Down. Also, if you are on the 2s, this is a similar badge setup I would run if you were like a lockdown on the 2s, like a 2-way slash and playmaker, or a 2-way playmaker, something like that. And yeah, it's pretty simple. These are the badges I run for a lockdown. And yeah, that's going to be about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope it helped you guys out. If you do have any questions about your badges, leave them down in the comments below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. But with all that being said, I'm out, man. Peace.